G'day guys, welcome back. Today I thought we would just give you a quick rundown of our van, what it is, how we set things up, why we chose this van, stuff like that. So we've got a new age road out. It's like that base model full-size bunk or family caravan, being the road out. We really liked the manta rays, but this one was on display on the showroom floor and it ticked all our boxes. Being the Adventurer Plus, it comes with a lot of added extras. And I think the person that designed the van, I don't know, the cabinetry was wrong when it arrived or something, so they put this one on the showroom floor. So we snagged it pretty quickly. I only took one look at it and I decided I wanted it. So yeah, Adventurer Plus means it's semi-off-road. It's got the Cruise Master CRS2 suspension on it, which we've shown you in a previous episode. We can carry 220 litres of fresh water, and then we've got a 110 litre grey water tank as well. You can see at the back there we use a solar screen for Liam's bunk window, so that he can have daytime naps. We've got 300 watts of solar panels on the roof. It came with 150, we added another 150, and it's got 200 amp hours of just AGM batteries, but we've taken this off grid for a good week and a half, and we've not run out of power or anything like that, so I think we're doing okay. We'll see what it's like when we get some crap weather. But this is a typical setup. We're parked up here in Port Lincoln for a little while, so we've got the awning out. We've run a washing line under the awning. This first one is what I've done so that Clem can put it up herself, so it's just like a Velcro strap, and then I've pre-tied the knots, and then at this end I've just got this tensioner, but I can tie knots, so I've made another one as well and just used our truckie's hitch. We've got our Ziggy out here. We love our Ziggy. I don't have it on a slide or anything. We actually like being able to put it where we want, out of the wind or under the shade, or take it down the beach with us. So yeah, we're quite happy with that. The BF Goodrich swag, that's something I scored with my tyres. I bought 6 new tyres for the car a couple of years ago and it came with a swag. It was a promo. I don't really call that a swag, but it's perfect for the dogs. So we set that up like a kennel for them. So they got their blanket in there. We can tie them to the van or pegs, and then they're on the lead in their own little safe space. So yeah, we run the angle outside usually. That's usually our beer fridge, or if you saw in our previous episode, we use it as like a chest freezer when we're doing big driving trips across the Nullarbor, etc. So yeah, it's all pretty good. Liam's side chair goes inside and out. So we'll take you inside. Clem and Liam are in there. Liam's a little bit whingy today, so be prepared for that.
Hello.
Say hi. So much like other vans that you've probably seen, it's very similar layout. We've got our queen bed. It's a north-south, so we can gain access to either side. Turn around. Come on, come down backwards. I sleep on this side and I don't actually go down my side of the bed. I find it a little bit too tight. So it ends up becoming a bit of storage for me, a bit of a junk pile. Cupboards and stuff, we got our hangers can fit in there, so we just hang everything. We don't have shelves or anything in there. We put our shorts and stuff up top. Got little cupboards and drawers down the side there that underwear and shoes and stuff like that. We've got heaps of storage under our bed as well. That's our main sort of storage compartment. So we run 2 swags. We've got a double swag and a single swag. And the times that we actually do want to leave the van behind and shoot off and go camping that way. We haven't done it yet, but we do plan to. And then our linen, backpacks, boots and stuff like that are all under our bed. Yeah. Kitchen. We do have an oven. We like having an oven. I know we could use our Ziggy for basically everything, but given it's only us 3 in such a big van, it's a 21-foot van, we don't need the extra cupboard space. We actually like having our oven. We do a lot of baking for snacks and stuff.
We do, yeah.
Clem makes some muffins and sausage rolls and stuff for our drive, so we just do all that in the oven. We use the grill as well for all our toast. We just use a pop-up kettle on gas. We don't feel like we need to run a 12-volt kettle or anything like that. That's serving us pretty well so far. When we're parked up, we just hang mugs up here. This top one, we just run first aid box, all our Panadols and other bits and pieces, drugs, and then like a junk box, I suppose you can call it.
Spare parts.
Yeah, spare parts, screws, tape.
Things that fall off, things that we don't know where they go in that until we figure out where they've come from.
We haven't lost too many things, but a lot of these are missing pins. So yeah, we've got 3 gas elements and an electric one, like most people do. Electric only works on 240. Coffee and tea, we want to get some square ones because we can't actually close this when they're in place, but we haven't found any yet. Underneath the kitchen we store very minimal, so we've just got 3 plates, Liam's little tray. We run like 2 oven dishes, like 1 roasting dish and 1 oven dish that we can do like lasagnas or baking in, a couple of mixing bowls, a cake tin, a couple of bowls for us eating. Same with Liam's got a couple of bowls, a couple of glasses. We just run 1 pot with the steamer attachment to it, and then here we've got a 25 litre hot water storage tank, so when we're off grid and we're using gas, it'll store 25 litres, so those will have a nice warm shower. We typically only have like 30-second showers, that's alright. Up here is our battery management system, handles all our solar, the 240 volts input, etc, etc. Spices tend to live up here, or the ones that we use regularly anyway. Spare coffee, sugar, almond meal. We try and keep all the real heavy stuff down low, so all our tin food actually lives down in the bottom there. I won't go into that, it's awkward. Cutlery drawer. We put knives and tongs in this one because Liam can't open this one yet, so all that goes in there, but Liam can get into this one, so we just leave all the safe sort of cooking utensils, spatulas and stuff like that, because yeah, he likes to get into things. And then I've got a couple of good beer glasses. Anyone that knows me, and I'm sure you'll learn, I love my craft beer, so I'll warrant having a good beer glass when I do it. This top one above the fridge we use as a pantry, so we've got our cereals, all our sauces, our honeys, our spreads, pasta, etc, etc. We've got a nice big 184 litre fridge and freezer. This is proven to be heaps. We thought we were going to fill it pretty easily, but we don't. We've always got spare space in there, don't we, babe? She's not listening. This one up here near the door we use as our snack cupboard. So crackers, muesli bars, meagre ring as our backup meals. This middle one's sort of bits and bobs, yeah. So our takeaway coffee sort of cups. Clem also uses hers as a wine glass. I've got a growler for takeaway beer from breweries and stuff. Board games, card games, mosquito coils, that sort of thing. And then all our electrical cables and stuff like that, chargers, all go in there. And then everyone's favourite, a Tupperware cupboard. It's actually really organised for a change.
You know how I am about that. Yeah. It has to be organised.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't have a lid, it doesn't go in the cupboard.
Yeah, that's our theory. If it doesn't have its lid, the lid's not washed yet, it doesn't go in there. So they only go in as a pair. Little magazine pocket. This is where my laptop tends to live. And then we got a Nintendo Switch there, which is our little bit of fun when Liam goes down for a nap. Cool. So now Liam's bedroom, I suppose. So Liam's on the bottom bunk. We've got a mesh screen that pulls up and we can zip him in there. There's only zips on the outside, so he hasn't been able to unzip it from his side yet. And through his window you can see the solar screen on the other side. If we put the blinds down, he'll just destroy them. So we just try and keep it locked, and I've cranked these nice and tight so that he can't open the window. But he does like playing with his light. We've got heaps of storage under his bunk as well, but it's quite awkward because you've got to lift his bed or lift that hatch to get to it. So we're actually getting a latch, or a hatch I suppose, installed on the outside of the van next time it goes in for a service, so that we can gain access to it from outside. That will make our life heaps easier. So under there's like our beach stuff, beach bag, beach towels, bodyboard. Our fishing rods live under there because we don't use them very often. Basketball, football, things like that. Up top, we just use the top bed as storage. Clem's trash in the joint behind me. Our dirty washing hamper basket, I suppose, comes up here. We use this one to put the washing in, but we also use this when we're off-grid as Liam's bath, so that we use less water. You'll see the shower in a minute and you'll see why we do that. And then some of Liam's toys that we don't want him having free access to, because they make a lot of mess in the van. At the back here we've got a 2 or a 2.5 kilo washing machine. You can fit a fair amount in this, and we love having it. We use it all the time, even when we're in caravan parks. We'll smash out our own washing in here. It's only for the big stuff that we'll tend to go use the caravan parks washing machines.
And like it's usually just the sheets, and because the bedspread has got a quilt in it, it doesn't fit in the machine, so we'll do that in the caravan park machines. But it saves you heaps of coin if you've got a washing machine in your van as well, because it's about $4 a load on average at caravan parks, and if you've got to do say 3 or 4 loads, that's quite a bit of coin.
Yeah, and we can just do 15-minute loads, and it uses not a hell of a lot of water, so when we are off grid we can use it just to stay on top of things, do our underwear, Liam's clothes, because he goes through heaps, so it's real handy. I installed this shelf just to keep our chemicals out of Liam's reach, because he's learning how to open cupboards and stuff, so like the toilet chemicals, the mold killer, the stain remover, stuff like that. His wet wipes and nappies live up there, and then sometimes we use washing powder, other times we just use one of these eco eggs. They don't work very well for thick stains, but otherwise they work wonders for everything else. So most loads actually just use one of those eggs. If you've got any questions about that, let us know, because I'll get Clem to answer that. You would have seen in one of our previous episodes, and you can go back and check that out if you like, but this is Liam's cupboard. He's an only child, so he's got heaps of room in here, so we just do shorts, tops, pajamas and jumpers and stuff like that, socks and shoes. Behind there is an inverter, which we talked about in one of our previous episodes, and then this is his toy box, so a lot of the time this will actually just sit open, and then he's got free access to all his toys. Clem's actually doing a video now of how we manage his toys, because we don't buy him new toys very often, but he does get bored of them, so we swap them out, but I'll leave that for Clem to chat about. Now, ensuite. This is a lot bigger than I ever expected out of a caravan bathroom. Sorry about that, guys, the GoPro died. So we'll start back in the ensuite. Nice and spacious. We've got a couple of cupboards up here that we leave stuff that we don't want Liam to gain access to. And then down here, leave our cloths, tank cleaner, co-update, toilet sort of spray. Got a normal cassette toilet, nappy bin, a couple of towels, all fusion lock. Brilliant stuff. They've never come off, and we've taken them down some pretty corrugated roads. This is new. We've only just bought that while we were in Esperance. Helps clean up the couch. Shower, good size shower. I fit quite comfortably in there as a standard 5'10", I suppose. Liam's toys basically just live in there, and because we've got this lip, we just fill the bottom of the bath when we're connected to water and power. But if we're not, that's when we use this, so that we save a bit of water. We've got an extraction fan up there as well. Shower head can come off, another fusion lock rack for our shampoos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically the van. We've got the ladder up there that we never use, maybe one day. Got this chopping board from IKEA. It's got a little lip on it. I used to spend a lot of the time on the table for prep and stuff, but Liam can reach everything now. So we do a lot of a prep over the top of the sink now. So we just lift the chopping board up onto the sink, or we'll do it on the stove top before we start cooking. Then the other thing I think I missed showing you was we've got some storage under the couch. So we just leave some of our other food stuff, and we've got a big wok. It's got caught on something. So I actually use the wok quite regularly for stir fries and other bits and pieces. We've got our flour and salt and some more tin food and some captains. And TV, I suppose. We got the TV up on the wall. that you would have seen in the previous episode, and then we installed a RV Wi-Fi unit as well. So instead of running hotspots off our phones all the time, we'll put some data on that, and then we use that for our laptops when we're in town. I don't have the external antenna outside the van. I do have it, but I haven't bothered installing it. We don't tend to use it that often. If we're going off grid, then we just enjoy being off grid rather than trying to extend our range. So yeah, and then you would have seen our control panel in previous episodes as well. Shows our water tanks. We've got 2 freshwater tanks, grey water. The grey water is always flashing, I think, because the sensor gets gunked up, and we're connected to water at the moment, so we're not using our other tanks. And because we're connected to 240, we're not got any solar coming in either. So yeah, that's about the van. Roof hatch, aircon. Oh, and this is another little feature. We've got this to hang our fruit in. We just put a hook on the wall and we use it like a hanging fruit basket. But it doesn't travel there, otherwise we end up with mush bananas.
No.
Can you think of anything else that I missed? I think that's pretty well the whole van. We've got little 12-volt sockets over our bed, so when we're off grid, I tend to use it when we're even connected to power to charge our phones and stuff like that. And then we've got 240 points scattered around the van as well. The only other thing we bring with the TV is we've got an Apple TV, because we've got Apple iPhones, so we can stream some movies to it. Not that we watch a lot of TV, but sometimes it's nice to just put Liam to bed and put on a movie and just chill out in the van. So yeah, Liam's playing in the background. So yeah, let us know if you've got any questions. This is just how we use our van. A lot of these vans are very similar in the way they're laid out and stuff like that. If we had the choice, we probably would have put the kitchen on this side so we could have more bench space, because we don't need so much sitting space. We could put like a little cafe seating in here, but because we bought from the showroom, we don't have that choice.
We make it work.
We make it work, yeah.
Yeah, we love our van. It's our home on wheels. We've made it ours, and it's quite comfortable for us.
Yeah, and we get pretty good after sales service from the New Age team as well. They've fixed up everything we've needed them to fix up. Just with COVID, Oz Post is slow, and you have to book, what, 2 months we had to book?
Yeah, 2 months in advance for our service.
Yeah.
But everybody's getting their van serviced, and they're under the pump, so we understand.
Yeah, so we just have to factor that into our planning. So it means we just got a set date that we're going to be in Adelaide. But we've given ourselves 2 months, so we'll just cruise through the York Peninsula, and then we'll just make our way to Adelaide for that service, and then continue exploring. So GoPro died again. Now I'm just running Liam's bath. We've had some dinner. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this might give you some ideas of how you need to do it. We run pretty simplistic. We don't carry all the stuff. We don't have bikes. We don't have too many toys. We rotate through his toys. We've got a little trike for him and a little scooter thing. We run minimal cooking gear, so it's life of simplicity, right? So if you've got any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next episode. We're going to talk weights, and I'm going to give you a rundown on the car as well. So cheers guys, see you later.